done with what I'm seeing. It is so unsafe in my neighborhood anymore. I have the homeless that were trying to camp out, and I have made concessions with them, and I try to help them the best I can to keep them from trying to squat on my property. But it is so unsafe. I have men that cannot speak English in my front yard screaming at me, throwing mattresses in my front yard, throwing trash in my front yard. And I can't. Look at me, I weigh 95 pounds. I couldn't defend myself if I had to. My husband is elderly, and last night, after living in this home for 45 years, he said, Noelle, guess what? It's time to pack up and move. He said, we can't do this anymore. He said, it's killing both of us mentally. I don't understand what you expect of us as citizens. I mean, I understand they're here under temporary protected status, and you're protecting them, and I understand that our city services are overwhelmed and understaffed. But who's protecting us? If we're protecting them, who's protecting me? I want out of this town. I am sorry. Please give me a reason to stay.
You guys are just sitting up.
Yo, I don't know if that's enough reason for the people of Springfield, Ohio, and that they're basically saying that, listen, they're being overrun, this whole country, and it's starting to spread through the whole country. What was Arizona's problem and have been for decades, what was Texas's problem and have been for decades, which was Florida's problem and California's problem, all of these border cities, which has been their problem, is now exponentially America's problem, because we've been overran during this administration. We've been overran by migrants illegally coming into this country, and then they first said that they was asylum seekers and they were protected, and now they're basically admitting across the board, they're admitting that they just let them in and it came in at an unprecedented level to the expectations of about 15 to 20 million illegal migrants that's coming into this country, and people that have been here and that have been living in these communities and paying property taxes for 45 years, longer than I've been born, is basically telling you, listen, I don't even know what to do. It's somewhere where we can go. I know a lot of Americans are actually starting to get their passports and evaluating moving overseas and taking everything that they can and all of their resources overseas, since we're giving it over to illegal migrants.
Up there in Suicide. Like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into... they flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from it. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. They dropping... you got...
Yeah, y'all, I don't know what to say about that shit, but it's happening. And this was my problem with that. You got migrants everywhere. I didn't know they let the Haitians in. From my understanding, they called the National Guard to stop the Haitians. But I guess the Haitians got in a couple places. This shit is bad. This shit is very, very, very bad. And for Kamala and them to keep downplaying the migrant situation, it kind of makes me not want to vote for her at all. Can't keep looking past the problem of the people trying to tell me you represent us. That's just me, though. We out.